Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, guys. I'm here. I know it's been a while. I haven't streamed in YouTube, so I know. সবাই ক্ষমা দৃষ্টিতে দেখবেন। স্ট্রিমিং একবার স্টার্ট করলে স্ট্রিম না করলে ভালো লাগে না। এটা কেমন কথা? খুবই উইয়ার্ড ব্যাপার স্যাপার। Here first. Okay, I think. Yep. Well, streaming মাত্র শুরু করেছি, বেশি দিন হয়নি, so I'm still learning little by little, and please help me to improve. Okay. Stream করবো না, probably half an hour, 40 minutes. Just regular stream করা লাগে দেখি করি, আর করতে ভালো লাগে দেখি করি। শুরুর দিকে বেশি ভিউ আর নাই, বাট স্টিল আস্তে আস্তে হবে। কথা হচ্ছে ভালো লাগে।
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment.
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
I feel like he's doing a lot better. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you.
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right. You'll do great, Kale. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
We'll be all right. You'll understand the reason for this excursion once we arrive at the contaminated region. You put too much confidence in me. Let's return and find that crab.
Tower of Fantasy colors for
We're here. It should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered. You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there.
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. Oh, it definitely looks different from normal. It's like really creepy and suffocating.
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the ley line lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley line?
I can't confirm that right now. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbance. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley lines sure can cause a lot of damage, huh?
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium, if normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to change.
Then why are we?
I'm not sure why you... Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. That's about it for the investigation. environment, no wind. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device that I made.
What a neat thing!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. The purification devices have their limits, and if we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Something's approaching. So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. The wind's losing.
Whew. That's all of them. Hey! Where are you? Let's hurry and keep up. The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
Help! Help!
One with nature.
Right here. Emerge.
Ah! Spare me! Please spare me!
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Don't worry, we took care of him.
Oh, good. Ah, it's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy. It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be! Do you know what's inside the forest? I just came here to pick herbs. I gotta get out of here. Ah, yes. Yes. I have to escape. No wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms.
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. At that point, someone will bring him to Kale for help.
Expecting something.
So you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
It's so hard done.
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life form?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. It's getting late, so let's set up camp for the night. Hey, over here! Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up!
I love it.
Let's set up camp here.
All right, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon.
I'm not expecting that much. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. There were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over. So, never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. Oh, you found some already.
Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, nope. That task wasn't important enough. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is...
It looks really...
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight.
We need lookout?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though.
Paimon's getting sleepy. It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This feels like when we just started adventuring together.
Oh. Wakey wakey.
Hmm? You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well?
Very well.
That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell, a ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is... Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological lifeforms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical lifeforms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. That's a difficult question to... I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Valuka Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The blood of my people were born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Really? Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you feel off at all? Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. Let's meet back here later. All right. It's about time to head out. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination. As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Right now, emerge.
Into the wind.
Right here.
One with nature.
This is order. Solidify!
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
It's a good thing that small little pieces of it.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Ley line energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're...
Dendro electro hydro. Pyro. Never mind. Oh, it's been 26 minutes already. Okay. I'm gonna get out soon, so.
There's a ton of of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Press this on the side.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Enshroud!
What is this?
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device, it's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like...
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Paimon see... Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley line. We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Keep up. Ha!
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened? Almost forgot about you.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so... Keep up.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years...
Tape?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, and that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings. Ha!
Look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see.
That's quite the time gap.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. All right, there you go. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the gang. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abatui left the academia, I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be... The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong...
Maybe Karkata helped him with sort.
It's hard to say.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the third-generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me. Yes, you cannot understand me. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for... This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain stop... Oh, of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm... In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point? I'm sorry, Karkata.
I see. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously...
I don't understand.
Because Karkata is different from the other structures similar to living organisms, perhaps only by building such a machine. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata can't speak... And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and... Keep up. More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze. Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
As one with wind and cloud.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Order guide you.
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut... Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Keep up.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its own.
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tainari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Let them be alone for a while. The ley line extractor has ceased operation. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. Moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. According to the Academia's policies, research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
right. Then let's go back to Catherine.
Stabilize!